Ascend Audio, a division of Recorded Books, presents Content is King, the complete guide to writing website content that sells, by Laura Briggs. Narrated by Larsen. Disclaimer. This publication is designed to provide accurate and authoritative information in regard to the subject matter covered. It is sold with the understanding that the publisher is not engaged in rendering legal, accounting, or other professional services. If legal advice or other expert assistance is required, the services of a competent professional person should be sought. Introduction. Content is king. We're living in a digital age that produces more words and published website pages each day than any person could hope to read. The indexed web contains over 5.99 billion pages of material and content. Over 91% of B2B marketers rely on content marketing to reach customer, and 86% of B2C businesses think content marketing is a key strategy to reach business goals. Clearly, website copywriting is important. But most businesses and their freelance writers take their best guess, rather than relying on proven strategies. Even as website copywriting grows, many website creators and content marketers are stuck on how to start the process and on writing meaningful content that draws in search engine traffic and creates an instant connection with readers. Too many businesses don't have a defined strategy for writing and posting on their websites. Too many new freelance writers don't understand how to map out content for a variety of clients. This book, chock full of information about aligning content production with best practices, will help both business owners and freelance writers unlock opportunities and revenue. Content is King. The complete guide to writing web content that sells helps solopreneurs, those new to content marketing, and freelance content writers uncover the secrets of writing compelling, search engine-friendly content. As a freelance writer, I quickly learned I couldn't rely on companies giving me fully scoped briefs to create their website content or blogs for them. Many of them had no clue how to get started, pick topics, or feel confident that they had covered all their bases. Since 2012, I've helped over 400 business owners craft their website copy and content marketing strategies to reach and connect with their ideal audience. From solopreneurs to Fortune 500 companies, every business needs a content marketing strategy and website copy plan. This book is designed to help you cut through the noise and rely on strategies that capture and share your unique voice with current and prospective readers and followers. Having seen where most businesses and freelance writers get stuck, I know what it takes to write outstanding website content that reaches both readers and search engines. You know you need standout content. While plenty of blogs out there cover the general process of creating content, there's no go-to guide to help freelance writers, journalists, or business owners understand what makes writing for the web different. This book is a proven path and soup-to-nuts explanation of the most common website pages needed today and how to approach each one for maximum return on content investment. This book is for students and professionals looking to improve their digital marketing and content writing knowledge, in-house and freelance marketing experts looking to help companies create their websites, solopreneurs, tech companies, and small business owners who want to launch a company but are stumped on how to tell their story, freelance writers or journalists looking to branch out into a new service offering. Here's what you'll find in this book to help you with your content writing journey. I encourage you to listen to it from beginning to end so that you create a holistic and meaningful website writing strategy. But I also share this here in case you're looking to navigate to something specific. This book is made up of 2 distinct parts. The goal of the first 6 chapters is to help you get the basic pages of your website up. Following that, in chapters 7 through 12, you'll learn how to develop a content marketing strategy using your existing website as the base. If that second part feels overwhelming, focus on completing the website for now, and come back to the other ideas later. Each chapter ends with a short list of concrete takeaways and action steps from the chapter. In part 1, you will learn why you need a website and the importance of storytelling, basic website architecture, essential website pages, and a bit about site design, how to create and refine your company's unique value proposition so you can connect with readers quickly and authentically, best practices for writing copy and creating editorial brand guidelines, the journey your potential buyer takes on the way to becoming your client or customer, how to outline and draft copy for your site. Then, in part 2, we'll cover search engine optimization, SEO, which is how you'll help readers find your website, how to build a content marketing strategy from your new website, the basics of blogging as part of your content marketing strategy, more complex blogging techniques that connect with readers, landing pages, sales pages, and case studies, which encourage your audience to take action, when and how to outsource the writing of your website content. How to use this book. As I mentioned earlier, I encourage you to listen to this entire book from start to finish, even if you're planning to outsource your content writing projects to an in-house employee or a freelance writer. This book is designed to teach you what you need to know to either write your website copy yourself or to hand it over to an expert with the knowledge you need to guide and review their work. Part 1 will help you plan and build a basic website. When you're ready to create a content marketing strategy in connection with your site, use Part 2. The prospect of writing a website can be overwhelming. But here's an example of how you can break down what you learn in this book to get your website copy written and published in just 4 weeks. Week 1. Define your purpose, discover mistakes, define your brand story overall, understand how design influences copy, discover your customer's unique voice, and learn examples of brand values companies can use. Week 2. Determine your brand voice, editorial guidelines, and UVP. Create your website roadmap. Week 3. Outline and draft your website content. Week 4. Edit your content and determine your content strategy for future content. The need for content is high and is only expected to continue growing in coming years. Having a website is key for any new or established business to reach customers, many of whom begin their search from a device in their pocket. This book will provide the tools you need to outline and draft your own website copy that connects with readers and allows you to grow your business. Part 1. Prepare, plan, and write. Chapter 1. Website Writing 101. A website can be as simple as an online business card that serves to share more information with your target audience. It can also be as complex as your entire digital marketing engine, doing everything from driving organic traffic to email opt-ins and even sales on one platform. To create a compelling website, you can't ignore the words on the pages. Companies often invest thousands of dollars in the design of their website, and for good reason. Bad design can send viewers clicking away faster than they got there. But the other side of effectively using a website for your online marketing strategy is that you can't ignore website content or view it as an afterthought. It's crucial to tell the reader who you are and where you fit into the bigger industry. When websites first emerged as a digital marketing tool, their functionality was limited. Today, an individual or a company can launch a professional-looking website quickly. But that increased competition means every business has to stand out from the crowd. Because so many people turn to the internet to get answers to their questions, content marketing and website copy must work hand in hand, not just to provide information, but also to form meaningful business relationships with your readers quickly and effectively. How do you know you need a website? First of all, you chose this book. Either you have questions about making your existing website content more functional, or you want to cover your content bases in the site you're planning to launch. Some companies thrive without a website. I write this as a freelance writer who crafted website content for hundreds of law firms, digital marketing agencies, and other businesses for several years without having a website myself. Maybe you've been getting by with just a strong social media following. That's a great start. But a website is property you own. Staking your claim elsewhere means you could potentially lose all your hard work if any of those social media companies shut down, decrease their viewership or membership, or cancel or block your account. If your Facebook ad account is the core of your marketing strategy, for instance, you'd be completely exposed if your account was suddenly strapped down. Launching a business that is reliant on another company's traffic source is known as digital sharecropping. It may seem like a good idea, but the number of factors outside your control can expose you to unnecessary risks that could derail your business. On the flip side, owning your email list and your website gives you the opportunity to collect and analyze data while growing your audience. This has both short-term and long-term benefits for you because it puts you in the driver's seat of your marketing strategy. More benefits of having a website. A professionally designed, properly optimized website can be a brand differentiator and a sales booster for your company. A website can seem like a massive project, especially for a company or a solopreneur without writing experience. But advanced tech, automation, and the way modern people search for solutions to their problems means you really ought to take your company online. Digitally enhanced small businesses stand to gain a great deal of ground in the coming years. They often experience higher revenue growth, earn at least twice as much revenue per employee, and were much more likely to create jobs over the previous year than their competitors. Top reasons to create a website. Make your business accessible. Many consumers prefer an accessible business that can be reached whenever it is convenient for them. You don't necessarily need a 24/7 chat feature on your website, but you do need a web presence that meets your clients where they are when it is convenient for them. A website makes you official on a 24/7 basis. Increase your brand credibility. Over 30% of customers don't even consider working with a business that doesn't have a website. Many believe that by having a website, you have made an investment in your company's future. It greatly increases your brand's credibility and makes it easier to attract ideal customers. Without a website, your consumers' questions will center on why you don't have one. Connect more authentically with your customers. A website can help you tell your brand story and form long-lasting relationships with your clients. Giving your customers a positive user experience establishes trust. The website user experience might be their first interaction with your brand. And a great website experience sets an excellent baseline for future relationships. Showcase your services and products your way. On your website, you get to tell your story your way. You don't have to rely on non-digital advertising options. This is especially important when every customer matters. Showcasing your expertise in a way that aligns specifically with you helps get your message out to the right people and positions you as an authority. You can use website content to help tell your story and connect with your users easily and professionally. Better brand visibility. It doesn't matter how successful or wonderful your product or service is. If no one knows about it, your product or service is unlikely to sustain the business. Companies use their online presence in different ways. A big company that has been around for decades or has a huge social media following doesn't need a website to get their name out there. They might not need a comprehensive content marketing strategy. Many companies develop comprehensive content marketing plans to determine how they'll reach their audience, what content they'll use to do it, and how often they'll post to reach that audience. Every business, however, might not need the same kind of content marketing plan. A hairstylist might rely on content shared over Instagram as a visual sample of their work, while a software company might go all in on creating comprehensive guides and how-to articles. A big food brand, for example, might use their website mostly to provide helpful information to their prospective readers. That helpful information might include their company's history and ethical practices, links to coupons, brand information and ingredients, and their impact efforts. A huge corporation doesn't need content marketing to draw in customers the way a newer business might. We see their name in stores, and it's a brand and set of products most of us have known about for years. Without the decades of experience in advertising and product placement of a huge company, smaller or newer companies use their websites not just to share who they are and what they do, but to provide answers to prospective customers' questions. Better search engine traffic. These days, you've got to be optimized for Google and other search engines to capture traffic. The way people think about finding companies often leads them to a Google search. Customers and clients prefer doing their own research to identify who you are and what you have to offer. You can also expect they'll be directly comparing you to your competitors throughout that process. If you have done the right SEO work on your website, you should consistently rank in Google searches for your chosen keywords. Your website is the base for your online marketing strategy. Not only can you strategically target your customers and drive the right search traffic to your site, your website can also be the home for your entire online marketing strategy. People might engage with your brand in multiple ways, such as sending direct messages on social media or through your email newsletter. But the one place that can and should be consistent throughout your online marketing strategy is your website. All your traffic will end up there. We'll go into more detail on online marketing strategy in future chapters. Why is website optimization so important? Modern online viewers require their interest to be piqued within a few seconds. Because readers are bombarded with information and advertising, they are selective about the content they consume. They want easy-to-navigate websites with clean designs and visual elements throughout. Considering those factors as you plan your site can make it a great resource for potential customers and clients. Let's dig into how modern readers look for, click on, and scan through websites to better explain why the words on these sites matter. To get the most out of this book, I encourage you to think like a website reader. What makes you likely to stay on or leave a website? What are your pet peeves when looking for an answer online? For the websites, podcasts, social media feeds, and blogs you follow regularly, what is it about them and their content that continuously captures your attention? The more you can tap into the experiences of your reader and think like one yourself, the easier it is to get your content set up initially. From there, you can test and adjust as needed. Let's start by covering what you shouldn't do with your website content, because it can cause a disconnect with readers. The biggest mistakes companies make when it comes to website content include the following: no content at all, or very sparse content throughout the site. Company-focused content. If you're too focused on yourself and what you see as the biggest reasons they should work with you, this can come across as too promotional and drive readers away. Not providing relevant answers to the questions of target customers. Using the wrong terminology to reflect the size of your business. If you are a 17-person team, using the term "we" is acceptable. But if you are a solopreneur working as a business coach or real estate agent, write from the personal "I." That means updating your contact form to say "contact me" or "I am here to help you." The wrong pronouns can create an unnecessary wall between you and your prospective customers. Writing lengthier content than needed. Keep things brief and strive to reach the point as concisely as possible. Too many words can overwhelm your readers, or even make them feel as though you are talking down to them. Getting the design aspect of the site done professionally, but overlooking the importance of getting good copy to match. Assuming the content just needs to get done, and having someone without writing experience or a digital marketing background create it. Content that is so generic, it can't be differentiated from competitors' content. If you can avoid these kinds of mistakes, you can focus on building content aligned with your followers' most important needs and positioning yourself as an authority in your niche. When it comes to drafting your website content, keep two key things in mind. Keep it conversational and leverage the power of storytelling. The power of conversation in website content. There's a push-pull with website content that plenty of site owners or new companies face. You want to come across as professional and on brand, but you don't want the content to feel too structured or filled with jargon. If you go too far, you miss the opportunity to connect with readers through conversational content. The web, online review sites, and social media have given the public a much greater say in the reputation of businesses. Unlike radio, print, or television, where the business owner defined the marketing message and pushed it out to millions of people, the internet gives people the opportunity to contribute their own dialogue in the form of reviews, social media, blogs, and more. Website development and maintenance should align with how businesses can open up conversations within their market. Leaning away from structured and solely professional language into a looser dialogue forges a deeper connection between you and your market. Avoid monologues in your website copy. How do you know if content is conversational or not? It should feel like a dialogue between you and your reader. Of course, you won't actually be talking with them, but you want to imagine a conversation between your words on the screen and their mind as they read those words. Thinking of your website content as a one-way street in which you craft a monologue based on your perception of the brand is a mistake. For example, perhaps you assume it's the fact you've been in business for 25 years that keeps your customers coming back and referring you to friends. So, a monologue-style text might be something like, "Customers keep coming back because we've been here for 25 years. But customers themselves might use different wording. Perhaps you interview existing customers, who might reveal similar sentiments, but in words such as the following: quality and consistency. Family business with a history of supporting the local community. Track record of getting it done right the first time. If you only communicate to your consumers, rather than getting and repurposing their feedback, you miss out on the unique opportunities available with interactive marketing." What is conversational content? A conversation is a back and forth, in which your target audience sees your content and responds to it. Focusing on conversational content throughout your website copy can help you open an ongoing dialogue with your followers. Using conversational dialogue on your website helps improve your brand awareness and encourages engagement, a major benefit. The primary foundation of conversational content is the ability to interrupt the other person at any point in time and to weave actual stories from your target market into your existing content. This is why you see fewer people talking only about their perception of their business, and more sites incorporating social proof, actual customer feedback, testimonials, and snippets from reviews on their websites. Social proof helps back up the initial claims you make about your product or service. Here's an example of making the same point in website copy with monologue style and conversational content. Monologue. This company was founded on the principles of integrity and honesty, which drive us forward today as an insurance market leader. Conversational. I started this company because I felt like I couldn't get honest answers from my insurance agent. I don't want you to face the same hassle. That's why I put integrity and honesty first. Opening with conversational content helps you learn a lot more about your target market. You can respond to questions quickly, capitalize on ideas that are gaining traction, and make faster decisions and pivots as needed. Conversational writing anticipates a response or another form of engagement from a person reading it. This means conversational content is focused on your reader, not you. While it's a little different from a spoken conversation, the purpose is still to engage with readers and how they might respond in their heads. Blogs, articles, and website copy will all strike a deeper chord with readers if you open a dialogue and continue a conversation in the reader's mind. As you write, try to lean into how you would speak to people instead of into formal writing. This can mean being more engaging and more casual with your language overall, but it does not mean you sacrifice a professional tone or perception. By connecting with your readers through authentic conversational content, you break down the wall between your computer screens. Your client gets to know you and gets excited about the possibility of working with you. Hear from the experts. Expert, Rushda Rafiq. Background. I have always wanted to be a writer. I remember holding my father's hand at a beach when I was little and listening to him say, "Make sure you stay away from the pompous and delve more into the mundane.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?